all the civil servants and statutory authorities and government-owned companies here. If you know a friend that isn't here as he's on his way, you got 1 minute to get here. So, looks like everybody's here. Okay. Okay, good morning, everyone. Let the record show that I have a quorum present. In fact, all of the members of the Public Accounts Committee are present, and I want to thank you all for being here. I want to offer a special welcome to all the civil servants, government authorities, and government statutory companies for attending the ceremony. I believe it has some value for you, and what we're trying to do is to, in some small way, show appreciation. But first of all, let me extend a special word of welcome to the civil servants' boss, the Honorable Deputy Governor France Manderson. We really appreciate you taking the time to, out of your busy schedule, to come and attend the ceremony. So, particularly myself, knowing where we started from in 2009 and where we are today, I think it is very important that we give you civil servants proper praise and show appreciation for the Herculean effort that some of you have put in to get us to this point. I think it is amazing, coming from 2009, where we basically didn't have government accounts for 4 or 5 years, to today, where we have 39 out of 41 entities getting unqualified accounts in the government. I think that's a real serious and commendable achievement, and I want to, on behalf of the committee, publicly express our gratitude and congratulations to you all. We couldn't do it without you. I mean, you all know that if you come down here before the PAC and you're not one of those 39 people, if you happen to be the 2 or 3 that are missing, you know that they're in for a warm time coming up in the next couple of months. They have some serious explanations to offer to the public. But we're happy that we're at this point, and to move things along, I am now going to start the presentations, and I will first invite Mr. Christopher Saunders to present to the Cabinet Office. Oh, and by the way, because we didn't get it done last year, we are presenting this year both 2018 and 2019. So those who got for both years will be receiving the certificate for both years. So we can have the representatives from the Cabinet Office. Next in line is the Minister of Community Affairs, and then the Minister of District Administration, Tourism and Transport. So if we could start lining up. Minister of Community Affairs. Wow. And I'm sure that that is not a reflection on the value you place upon it. District Administration. And forgive me if I'm not using the long title, right, for the ministries. Next we have Ministry of District Administration. Yep. All right. Up next is Mr. Barney Bush to make your presentation. He's doing the Ministry of Education, Minister of Finance and Economic Development, Minister of Human Resources. I don't-
You need the DG walk, right?
Minister of Finance and Development. No, that's 2019. I give 2018 first. Take them in order, Bernie. These West Bears are always disrupting. You know. Huh? I'm not doing none of them. You're doing them. Which one? Yeah. Yeah, good idea. Okay, next up is Ms. Honorable Barbara Connolly, and she's doing the Ministry of Financial Services, Minister of Commerce, and Judicial Administration.
Mr. Chairman, I think you missed that with Mr. Barrett. I think you might miss that with Mr.
Yeah, yeah. Did it do you? Bernie, you got one left to do, you know, where you going? I tell you,
You called Barbara, so.
well, because you walked off, that means I got to do, I got to pay better attention. All right, okay. Come forward, Mr. Wesley. Sorry, I was just lining her up. All right. Okay, Ms. Barbara. And Ms. Barbara is doing the Minister of Financial Services, Minister of Commerce, and Judicial Administration.
Wendy, well done, well done.
Go, stop it.
Which one is this?
Judicial Administration, I think, yeah. Oh, so which one you got? You got the one for Commerce and Planning?
Yes.
Okay, that's you. Sorry, I thought, okay. No, no, no. Who you representing?
Auditors Oversight Board.
Oh, that's way down the road. That's way down.
That's what I thought.
We didn't call you, I'm sorry. Mr. Jones, we'll do the presentation over for you. So you can get your photo. Well, you judicial administration, I should have known that, right? Family.
If this don't get me some street lights, then
You? You? Now we have Mr. Austin Harris, and he will be doing the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Office of the Ombudsman, and the Portfolio of Legal Affairs. How are you? Ombudsman, 2 years, 18 and 19. Okay, next we have Mr. David White, and he will be doing the portfolio of the Civil Service and the Office of the Auditor General. Portfolio of the Civil Service, okay.
Anybody will keep on good side, I better be them.
Office of the Auditor General. Stay there, Mr. White. Now we're going to move on to the statutory authorities and government companies. And Mr. White will be presenting to the Auditors Oversight Authority, Cayman Islands Development Bank, Cayman Islands Monetary Authority, and the Port Authority of the Cayman Islands. Auditors Oversight Committee, Cayman Islands Development Bank, Cayman Islands Monetary Authority, and the Port Authority of the Cayman Islands. Development Bank, that's the Development Bank, yeah.
Development Bank,
Yeah,
Tracy, well done.
of course. Cayman Islands Monetary Authority,
Not here.
not here. Port Authority of the Cayman Islands, okay, thank you, Mr. White. Mr. Barney Bush, you're back up again. And this time you will be doing Cineco, Cayman Islands National Museum, Cayman Islands Stock Exchange, Sister Islands Affordable Housing Development Corporation, and the Segregated Insurance Fund. Cineco. Cayman Islands National Museum. Sister Islands Affordable Housing Development Corporation. Nobody here there? Oh, okay. Okay, Segregated Insurance Fund. That's you too. Huh? What about it?
No, that's us.
No, what the name is on it, man.
We don't. We are the committee. You're just leaving here.
Wait, so you only gave them one for the stock exchange, or? Cayman Islands Stock Exchange? Okay. Don't mix them up, Barney. Don't mix them up. I put them in order for you. So
Another stock exchange has not come up yet.
Oh.
Stock exchange has not come up yet.
Cayman Islands Stock Exchange.
Yeah, but that's in here. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. But we haven't presented him yet.
Oh, okay.
I think he worship.
Anybody here from the stock exchange? Yep. Okay, Mr. Austin, you're up next. And he's presenting to the Cayman National Cultural Foundation, Children and Youth Services Foundation, Civil Aviation Authority, Tourism Attraction Board, and the Water Authority. Children and Youth Services Foundation.
You want to keep?
Children and Youth Services Foundation, that's you? Okay. The chief officer coming to get it. Civil Aviation Authority. Excellent. Tourism Attraction Board. No, man. Tourism Attractions Board. And Water Authority.
Where road paint is
Hibiscus. Okay, now we have Mr. Chris Saunders, you're up next. And he will be doing the Health Services Authority, Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands, National Drug Council, Public Service Pension Boards, and University College of the Cayman Islands. Health Services Authority. Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands. It's over there. Yeah. Next is the Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands. National Drug Council. Public Service Pensions Board.
Somebody get the wrong one. We got it.
The chairman is blameless and not blamable. Yeah, University College of the Cayman Islands. Why are some of them back here? Okay, University College of the Cayman Islands. Thank you, Chris. Next up is Honorable Barbara Connolly, and she will be doing the National Gallery of the Cayman Islands, National Housing and Development Trust, National Roads Authority, and Utilities Regulation and Competition Office. National Gallery.
That's the last one.
National Housing and Development Trust. National Roads Authority. Mr. Jones, I guess you can come get a second group.
National Roads Authority.
Sorry, sir, they were held up in traffic this morning.
They're held up in traffic? Okay. That's why I left home at 5 o'clock, to be here by 9. Tell them if you leave late, you get late. If you leave early, you might still get late. Utilities Regulation and Competition Office.
I don't think I could come down, yeah.
I was framed once before, hopefully.
Right, yeah. Don't drop this one up. So. Okay. Okay. Thank you all very much, but don't run yet. We have some surprises for you. But first of all, I would like to publicly congratulate the Audit Office for getting all of this work done in the middle of the COVID exercise. Mr. Patrick, thank you very much, sir. He was the one that was leading it, so it's him that aggravating you people, and now me, right? One of the things that we decided as a Public Accounts Committee is to try to up the game now that everybody is getting unqualified audits. So we've created 3 new awards. One we call the Leading by Example Award, and this is those that will go to the entity that gets their audit in first and gets their audit complete first, right? Then we have an Audit Efficiency Award, which again goes not only to getting their accounts done early, getting them submitted, getting them audited, but tables it in the Legislative Assembly with their annual report. And we have a Most Improved Award for those people who have really gone the extra mile during the last 2 years to get their accounts up to date. So I'm going to invite Mr. Chris Saunders to present the first Leading by Example Award. And of course, this is really leading by example because both for 2018 and 2019, this goes to the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. And I invite Mr. Ken Jefferson and his staff to come up, and I'd also invite the DG to come up and be part of the presentation and the photo op.
Well done, well done.
Yeah, well done.
If you didn't get this right, I'm sorry for that.
There's one missing here, you know.
No pressure, you better win this every year. No pressure.
I'm winning this in 2010, okay?
18 to 19. I'm sure we had a leadership award for the audit, the oversight thing, right? Mr. Paul, where's that one? Huh?
It's here, but
Kim
it's
Lutz.
later on and it's in the schedule.
Oh, okay. I now invite Mr. David White to present the Audit Efficiency Award in the Minister's Portfolio section to the Minister of Community Affairs, Ms. Teresa Enchanike, and her CFO, or whoever was here with her. That is for 2018. And then you can stay right there, sir, because you got, no, you, Mr. White, but Mr. Harris, will you come and do the Audit Efficiency Award for 2019 to the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development?
New challenge. All of it.
I invite Mr. Bernie Bush to present the, no, I'm sorry, Honorable Barbara Connolly to present the, no, Bernie Bush. No, but, to present the Most Improved Award. This goes to the Ministry of Education for getting their 2016, 17, 2018, 2019 audits up to date in a 7-month period after many years of being in backlog and achieving unqualified opinions on all 3 periods. Right. Now it's Honorable Barbara Connolly's turn. And she will be presenting the 2018 and 2019 Leading by Example Award in the SAGs and public authorities to the Audit Oversight Authority, Mr. Paul Anderton and Ms. Kim Lutz.
Also, was silent with this, right? We got problems.
Yeah, we would be a little bit worried now, wouldn't we? Mr. Jefferson, you're supposed to still be there, you know. You're doing all the special awards, so hold on 1 minute. Oh, hold on 1 minute, sorry. I want a DG to be part of the special awards photo. Okay. We now invite Mr. Austin Harris to do the 2018 Audit Efficiency Award. That goes to the Public Service Pension Board. And congratulations to Ms. Jewel Evans-Lindsay and Ms. Faith Ebanks. To the DG. Now I invite Mr. Chris Saunders to do the 2019 Audit Efficiency Award. And this one goes to Ms. Lizette Yearwood on the HSA and the CFO, Ms. Dawn Cummings, and her finance team. And I think we can do a little better than that with the clapping because they did all this amid COVID-19.
Also, Professor Christopher gifted to them.
Sorry, Ms. Lizette, you need to come back. All of you need to come back. Bernie, you need to present to the HSA the Most Improved Award. I think you got it by mistake there now, but we want to make a special presentation to you for that. Thank you all very much. I would now invite the Honorable Deputy Governor, Mr. Franz Manderson, to offer a few remarks using Mr. Chris mic. Be careful.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chairman, members of the Public Accounts Committee, members of the Audit Office, Chief Officers, CFOs, our brothers and sisters in the SAGCs, it's my great pleasure to be here this morning and offer sincere thanks on behalf of the entire public service to the Public Accounts Committee for introducing these awards for the last couple of years and really giving us some time to actually walk into this chamber with a smile. You know, normally when we walk in here, we're not actually smiling, but as I look around the room this morning, everyone is smiling. And we're smiling because, you know, we are being acknowledged for our performance. And anytime that happens, it is something to celebrate. But being awarded by your critics is even better. And rightly so, the Public Accounts Committee has held our feet to the fire. They have told us and charged us with ensuring that we spend the people's money in a very judicious fashion. That is our responsibility. It is, like I said, other people's money that we're spending, and the public has a right to know how we are spending it. And that's what we are achieving today by having unqualified opinions on our audits. The Audit Office has been also driving us to ensure that not only are our accounts in order, but that we are actually telling the public how we are spending their money with the annual reports. And now we've been able to table both of those together is a great achievement for us. As the chairman said not long ago, we could not even get our accounts submitted on time. Today, that is not even a consideration. The teams in the various ministries and SAGC's portfolios, it is done. They're done of high quality. And now today we are seeing the efforts that you have made being awarded. So it's a great moment for all of us in the public service. It's exactly what we should be striving to attain, and we are now doing that. Mr. Chairman, I want to sincerely thank you for the special awards. So I think you've put a bullseye on the Ministry of Finance now. And my challenge to the rest of the public service is to give Mr. Jefferson and his team some some competition. They always lead by example. FS, thank you for your leadership. As the members said here, the Minister of Finance should be taking the lead on these matters, and you have done that. So sincere congratulations to you and your CFO and the team. You're certainly leading by example. So again, I just really want to say congratulations to all of you. You have made us all very, very proud. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the Public Accounts Committee and the Audit Office for all of the tremendous work and cooperation that I saw here today. And sir, we will continue to work hard to meet our obligations and to let the public know exactly how their money is being spent. So thank you very much.
I now invite Mr. Chris Saunders to give the closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. First of all, to the listening public, I think it's important for them to recognize that these awards today, even though they were presented at the ministry level, there was a lot of the work at the departmental level that took place to make this happen. And while the CFOs from the ministries and the chief officers were here, I also want to recognize the heads of the department and everyone at the departmental level who also contributed to this work, because this is the final output that you would see at a ministry level as we report at a ministry level. So it's also important, and I would just like for those present here to actually give a round of applause to all those at the departmental level. One of the things it's important for people to recognize that in the audit function, we normally look at controls first, and then we get into, if we can trust the controls, then we can trust the information coming out of the control. And what we're looking for is an improved control environment. And I can safely say to some comfort level that I am very happy with a lot of the control levels in government, that we can now rely on a lot of the information that is coming out of it. And I think that is really what it is that we want. It's sometimes very easy for the public to criticize government for many different things, but what a lot of people in the public also need to realize is that the government has their own audit standards, which is different from the private sector standards, and it's not as easy to audit a government entity as it is a normal entity. So it is a higher standard to some extent. It is more difficult, but at the same time, I can safely say, having been in the private sector for a long time, the quality of work that I've seen in the public service and the caliber of people I've seen that we have dealt with, I can tell you, is world class and is first class, and it's not something to take for granted. A lot of people always hear the bad things about government, why government not doing this or government not doing that, but I can say as one of the biggest critics on the PSE that the work here is literally first class, and it can compare to even at an international level. And there are a lot of things that we take for granted that we do get right, that we don't sing about, and this is one opportunity to do so. I really have to give credit to even the HSA, for example, in terms of where they have come from and where they have, they have literally become a profitable organization. And that is something that not many people in the public was even aware of, that the HSA has really improved. And these are the kind of things that the public don't get a chance to see. I really also have to give credit to the audit team for what it is that they have done. And as the chairman said, to have achieved this during the COVID period was not something easy, to literally audit at home and everything else. So special thanks to them. But now in terms of moving forward for the next year, one of the things that we need to start looking at is that we're still auditing at an entity level, and we need to get now to the executive level, because a lot of stuff like coercive revenues is not something that's actually audited. And those are the kind of things that we need to start looking at now too, and to give the public more comfort level in terms of what it is that we do. So we have done very well to get to this step, but that is the next step we need to get to. But overall, I can say I sleep better at nights, and I think I can say that for all my committee members also, that we sleep better at night for the quality of work that comes out of the public service as a whole, and also the quality of work that the Auditor General looked at. And guys, I can tell you, I'm really extremely proud of you all. I know I give many of you a hard time, but honestly, I am really proud and I really feel good. So thank you all and well done, and hopefully I will see you all again next year. Thanks.
One of the things that we hope will happen is that these certificates will be displayed permanently in somebody's office. And if you walk into the office and a year is missing, you know what happened. But thank you all very much. And I just invite you all to give each other a big round of applause for your success. Having said that, the meeting is adjourned, and I want to thank everybody that we got it completed in less than an hour. Thank you all very much.